morning. Morning. It's my first day back for trimester 2. First day back at uni for my master's degree. So after the last 2 weeks of break, the early start has punched me in the face, but we will get used to it. I have to start the grind of the intensive study and training. So I thought I would try and do a weekly vlog this week. Let's fucking go.
This is not a good angle.
Really?
No, it's like, I think it's fallen. I love that one. Us being children at the park. Sorry about this odd angle. It's just blinding from this angle. Does that work? I feel like that kind of works. I feel like this doesn't work. Okay. Why won't you balance? What the fuck is this lighting? Nothing's working out for me. Okay, maybe I'll just put this seat further back. I'm just gonna hug the seat. Oh, I'm so fucking tired. So I know I say this a lot in my vlogs when I'm at uni. I think uni just makes me tired. The last 2 weeks I was fucking slaying life and thriving, and I was getting great sleep and I was thriving, and training was so good. Last week training, first week back in Perth for the winter grind, was such a slay. Going to training not tired. Being a full-time student or working full-time, that's just how it is. You gotta try and manage it. We had a 6-hour class today. As much as I want try 2 to be not as intense as try 1, most of my classes are 6 hours, and all of my classes we have to do all the lectures beforehand. Like last try we would have some classes that were super long, like a 6-hour class, but it would include the 2-hour lecture. The 6-hour classes require us to do a couple of hours of lectures prior to the class, and that's like our preparation to be ready for the class. So, but there's less constant exams and quizzes, which I'm hoping, and I feel like will make life so much easier, because that was one of the hardest things when we had reports that were very heavy, but we also had quizzes and exams constantly. If I'm hoping that it's going to be more manageable, it will be more manageable, because I have faith and believe that. Anyway, whatever. That makes sense to me, even though I'm not saying it in a sensible way. So anyway, tonight at training, hopefully I can G myself up in the warm-up, because we have repeat 1 kilometers. Yeah, so the winter, I'm just keen to build and get strong and fit and just like make every session count, because next season I'm gonna come back stronger and I'm keen for it. So I'm gonna try and keep them all under 3:40 pace. Slay queen. Good morning. I'm just walking into class. Today's class isn't 6 hours, I think it's 4, so we're starting at 8. And today is my double day of the week for training, so I have gym and pool. Oh, it's getting to that time of the year where it's like chilly AF in the morning. So pool isn't till 6:15 tonight with the squad at HBF. So I'm planning on doing gym early before class, so like get to the gym like 6:30ish. and just get it done in the morning before class starts. So then there's a big gap before the pool session, and then also so that I have like, when we finish class at 12, 5.5 hours before I have to leave, I'd have 5.5 hours to study after class. But because it's the first week back and we haven't been smashed too hard in the face yet, kind of, but I'm just going to do my gym after class and then just study for a few hours before it's time to head to the stadium for a lactic death in the pool. So it's like deep water running when I say pool session. So yeah, I'm doing 7 sessions a week, but I have one double day, which is today, so that I have a rest day each week, which is Sunday. The rest day is crucial, critical, and necessary. This class this morning, I'm pretty sure we're like doing recipe modification. Okay, so I walked to class and the Oval was giving me like some Twilight vibes, just like really good energy coming, not the Oval, the fucking university grounds. This campus is beautiful and the vibes right now in the atmosphere are immaculate. It's mostly the almost winter cozy era vibes. Anyway, so I headed into the lab and today's class was very fun. We had to do recipe modifications and then we taste tested. We made different modifications to carbonara, like vegan ones, or I forget what the other ones were. And then we did the same with muffins. We made muffins with modifications such as like sugar-free or gluten-free or egg-free. It was pretty wild not having some medical nutrition therapy or biochemistry like class of difficult content.
The functional ingredient, and then you preserving that function.
And it was quite a nice change. So it's all about just like getting to know how different changes can affect how the food turns out and getting to know it from both a recipe point of view and also like taste testing it, so we know how to, you know, discuss and prescribe things to clients. I have 4 and a bit hours now before I have to leave, so that's plenty of time to get a decent amount of study in, and obviously it's the second day back of trimester, so getting told about all the assignments that are coming up, but we haven't been like smashed yet. So like probably from next week I'll definitely need to do my session before class. I have like at least 5 hours to study before pool tonight. This morning's class was so different and fun. In this class we literally cooked 2 recipes, then all the different groups in the room were given a different modification. So we did this basic muffin recipe, but every group had a different modification, like flax egg or no sugar or wholemeal flour, just like something different. And then we taste tested all of them to kind of see how it changed the effect of the food. And then the lecture that we had to do, there was a few hours of lectures to do before class, which was all about how the different ingredients, like what it does in the food to make like how it interacts with starch to make it stick or rise and like create the different experience or outcome. So that was so interesting. I also was just like reflecting on like how normal and healthy my mindset around food is. Like in the past I wouldn't have been able to taste any of the foods because I would have had such a disordered mindset. But anyway, so tasted muffins and I was like, I have my gym session straight after this. This is going to be such a good pre-workout meal. But I kind of just felt like throwing up doing those chin-ups. We also made carbonara, which I don't like carbonara. So we taste tested different versions and they were kind of, I was about to say they sucked, but then I started to say slay because I'm used to that. The vegan one was actually the nicest. It had like sun-dried tomato and stuff, but the basic one was just like it just gave me like canteen sitting in the window all day vibes. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the library, do a little bit of work, and then get ready for pool later. Also, it's fully that time of year where in the early hours of the morning it's like icy, but then in the day it's warm, and I wore like heaps of jumpers and just my sports fit underneath, so I'm kind of like I should have brought a t-shirt. Morning. Oh, I feel cooked and fried, and it's the first thing in the morning. So on Wednesdays I have my class online. This is the first time doing an online class this year. All of trimester 1, everything, exams, classes were back in person. For one of our units this trimester, our lecturer is like doing research in another state, so we have our research unit, which I know is going to be the most painful unit. I know this because I've done the first 2 weeks of the content lectures, and it's all like stats. I don't want to know what a one-way ANOVA really means. I'm so cooked. It's been like a big first 2 weeks back of training, and I need a lot of sleep, and I just haven't really been able to sleep well. But I've been having like a really good time getting closer with all the other athletes that I'm training with. When I get home late, I can't wind down easily, and then I just get to sleep really late. I'm having my protein oats with a MACROMIKE salted caramel almond protein, because I just go through phases where I'm like vibing for protein, and this is slaying. I'm so glad our class is online today. Hopefully by this arvo feel more alive, because boy, last Wednesday training session was hard, and I want it to be better than last week. I just popped past campus, where I'll probably come and study most Wednesdays, like do this class at home, and then I have a few hours before training. So I do like going to a library or campus. I swung past to do my chin-up challenge. I'm doing a video on, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna go back home to do a bit more study for a few hours before training time. Okay, we're just coming into my room because the lighting is not feral. I'm just having a little bit of break. My brain is fried. I'm just gonna get ready for training. I'm just having a little snack before I head off to training. I did some baking on the weekend before. Oh, look, it wasn't really baking because I used the mixers. I baked some of my MACROMIKE baking mixes. I have so many of these baking mixes. So I tried the
donut tray for the first time and made the Easter egg limited edition ones. They're like the choc brownie protein donuts. Then I also used the little brownie one I had and made brownies, vegan protein brownies. I just did like a big meal prep Sunday arvo so I could have like snacks throughout the week, and I had my lunches packed for the whole week, and it's just been very good time efficiency wise. When I get home late from training, I don't have to worry about packing lunch for the next day. I just clean up my lunchbox from that day. Last Wednesday we had this 7k hilly trail run, and it was hard but really rewarding. Donut or brownie? You're the one. Having today's class online rather than having like 6 hours in person and staying at the library to study was needed, so I'm very glad for it. Good choice.
I was doing like a... I was like...
What do I have to do?
just be natural.
Natural?
We're the first two back and we're dead, and how do you feel? I mean, he was back before me, so...
Zamia is an interesting trail.
My feet are on fire.
You turn left and you're rudely awakened by a hill. And that's just the start of it.
Every time I got to a hill, I was like, this is the last one.
Yeah, but it's not.
The actual trail run's just under 6k, but my timer included our like warm-up jog to the trail and cool down jog back, and it was very hilly, so pretty good pace for that.
Okay, we finished about 15 minutes ago and we were just having a chat while we died. That was spicy. It is very hot today. The fact that it's winter in like 2 weeks is wild. The pace was a little bit quicker than last week, but again, it's hard to actually tell the pace because it's so hilly. Like the trail we do is like major cross-country vibes, like so many hills. There are downhills too, and it's just like terrain. Go through 4 sessions of the week, so we're past halfway. The hardest session is yet to come, Saturday. The sunset, because it's like so hilly that when you get to the top of the hills, there's some like beautiful views. I need to go home, but also more than anything, I just need a fat night's sleep. I'm so happy lately because I'm just really happy with the I don't know, with my life right now, like the friends I've made coming here and all my friends at home, and just like the choices I made for myself. Like I'm really happy with what I'm studying and how far I've come health-wise, mentally and physically, and life is just good. So I'm just really blessed and happy, and yeah, I've just been like vibing and making the most of that a lot lately and just reminiscing in it. So reminiscing, that's not the word, that's like when you look back at things. I don't know the word, but like just like appreciating it and yeah, being, yeah. I'm hurting, okay? My brain's fried. I am home and showered. This has been my go-to dinner and lunch lately. Chickpeas has been my like fave source of protein, and then just like the huge brown rice and quinoa, veggies, and some air-fried pumpkin and zucchini. My favorite veggie is broccoli, in case anybody cared, which would be kind of really weird if you did, but I've been eating mostly vegan. I did read this book. I started reading it. It just made me think a lot about what I believe to be ethical and morally right, and it's a very complicated topic, and I don't think it's necessarily wrong to eat animals, and I do think it is like cycle of life vibes, but I do think factory farming is so wrong, and it is like a complex topic, so I'm not going to like get into it in this video. Pretty much just eating vegetarian at home, and then when I go out I'll I also lied, I wouldn't have considered this if I didn't feel like I was pretty much recovered from disordered eating, because I wanted to be able to properly recover and not be restricted in any way from foods, and I'm not restricted, and that's another reason I haven't decided to just become vegan. By mostly being vegan, it is still better than not doing it at all, so or vegetarian, sorry, but I feel like it would have been harder to truly recover if there were restrictions, because a lot of recovery is about, and I personally believe there are ways to have animal products that are ethical and not bad. Like for example, if you have backyard chickens, and there are some family-owned farms. I think I would consider being pescatarian because I do love fish, and it is a very good source of nutrition, like it's very healthy. and I think like I would not enjoy it, but I would be able to kill a fish. There was a lot of stuff I didn't even know about animals and how factory farming works, and like I'm too hooked from training to have this deep of a combo. Library time. It is literally winter in a couple of days and it's so hot today and I'm so here for it. It's Friday. I'm just heading to the library. I have a tea. Oh my god, the fucking shade is so cold. Okay, we don't have a class on campus on Fridays. We are like in the clinic as student dietitians, if you saw my vlog a few vlogs ago from last trimester. So next Friday I'm in the clinic from 8 till 4, but this Friday I will just be in the library. I'm just walking to the local library. I'm just like not bothered for the library on campus today. First of all, I'm in there sometimes every day of the week, and also like I'm not bothered to like have to try to fight for a spot or hope for a spot. Everyone else on campus is like nearing the end of semester 1 because they do semesters, not trimesters, so a lot of the library has been pretty full lately. Fridays for me are pretty much, if I'm not in the clinic, is like a study day. Also, it is winter in about 12 days. This cup is too hot, fuck. And it's been 27 degrees in the middle of the day and sunny, like look at the sky. Thank you, Perth. Anyway, let's go get it. So I would usually be leaving for training. Jokes, I would usually be at training right now, but I'm not training tonight because last Friday we had a big session and then my foot flared up a little bit after beach the next morning because we train tomorrow morning. I want to prioritize Saturday morning session, and yeah, so the next few weeks I'm just going to be leaving Friday and then I'll gradually wean into Fridays. I'm also so grateful for an additional rest day this week because the first fucking 5 sessions of the week fried me. I'm meeting one of my uni friends. We're just gonna go for a walk and watch the sunset because WA sunsets hit different. And I'm also just gonna duck past the post office first because literally from the last 2 days, I have mail. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's a dolphin, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a man right there. God, if I, oh my god! What the heck? Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. So glad I turned around to pose. I'm actually scared it's gone on too long. It's gonna come up and just like chomp that man up. So cool. Okay, what the fuck? I was in a good sleep and it's time for our hardest session of the week. We're literally training so soon. See you when I'm dead. This is how I'm dragging myself to the chin-up bar right now. I'm not alive or okay. Hi, honey. This is so random. Oh my gosh, she's going for it. Same. Like, that's a full mood. Any water away, water, water. Set motherfucking 2. Dead and deceased. Training week officially done now. Oh. I kind of slayed those chin-ups, guys. If this is me under fatigue, I'm gonna be a full weapon when I'm not under fatigue. All right, I'm gonna go home, have a shower, eat, and then library. Remembered why I never study at the local library on weekends. It closes at 4. So I was just smashing through a report and some other uni work that I want to get done, and then the library thingo over the speaker was like, we're about to close. And I was like, are you fucking serious? I usually spend the weekend in the uni library because it's 24-hour access, but I just wasn't fucked to go again, so I went to the local library. Anyway, it's 4 and it just closed. I'm just gonna go back home and do some study from home. I'm also hungry. I love my training squad and the friends that I've made, and they're quite sociable. So when we went out for brekkie and at training, everyone was talking about going out tonight and next Saturday, and there's so many things happening. So I'm honestly too tired. I feel bad to not go, but I'm not gonna go out tonight because I'm just really tired and I just want to like be in my bed and my social battery's just like a bit do you know what, it's not my social battery that's tired, it's just me. I'm just gonna go home and just do some work from home and chill for the night as in keep studying for a few more hours. Anyway, and next week I'll go out to the party that we're having, but not tonight. I'm just not bothered. I think I already mentioned this, but like, I don't know, life is really good right now. Very happy right now, and yeah, life is good.
Sundays rock. So before I head to the library on Sundays, it's like my chores morning. I'll do a load of washing, vacuum my room, the bathroom, the lounge room, just the house. Then I'll usually spend the day at the library. I also have been doing meal prep on Sundays, which I highly rate because it's so helpful in the week when I get home from training or uni or wherever in the night, and I don't need to worry about packing lunch for the next day. I already have it packed. I usually do that in the arvo when I make myself dinner, but today I'm going to make dinner at a friend's house. So I did it this morning, and I just packed my lunch for every day this week. I just boiled a heap of brown rice and quinoa, which is what I have for like lunch and dinner pretty much every day. And then I add frozen veggies, chickpeas, hummus, and I air fried some pumpkin and Brussels sprouts to keep in the fridge for the week and add a little bit of that. So I feel so on top of life right now. I'm slaying. Also, how pretty is this? I got this like, nah, you can't see it. I just got like a clear MacBook case for my new computer that my dad got me because he's an angel, as a graduation present. Bless. I felt so bad. I never got a gift this big ever. He looked up all the best Macs for video, like making videos. My actual heart, I miss my dad and my mum. Before I head to the library today, I do have a MACROMIKE box to make content for. So I'm gonna open that. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time making some content for MACROMIKE, and then I'll go to the library for probably 6 hours a day, no more than 6 hours, because I have plans this evening. That is the plan for Sunday. We love Sundays. What a slay day. It's like a reset day, a plan day, life organization day. I also take a little bit of time on Sunday to plan out the week ahead, like just stay on top of everything. You know, I write like a to-do list for every day of the week with like what I need to get done that day, and then throughout the week I'll like add to it and tweak it and stuff like that. But I just kind of like to have my week organized. And yeah, and it's also like a rest day to like reset your body for another big week of training ahead, which one day is never enough, but I did get 2 rest days this week, so ultimate slay. So what I'm creating is an unboxing kind of video, which I'm not posting, but I'm just sending to MACROMIKE. And then I need to try to take photos with the new limited edition unicorn protein for Pride Month. So honestly, the limited edition flavors have been some of my favorites, like the Rocky Road from Halloween, the Black Friday mystery flavor, which was chalk orange. I thought it was Turkish Delight. If you guys saw that vlog, I was like, this is Turkish Delight. I'm gonna win this competition, because you like can win $1,000 if you guess the right thing. And I was like, straight up, it's Turkish Delight. And then the answer came out and it was chalk orange, and I was like, that's so anyway, let's make this video. I just got a MACROMIKE delivery, so I'm going to unbox and show you guys what I got. I got the almond protein sample pack, the chocolate chip banana bread baking mix, silicon baking loaf. These are my favorite product from MACROMIKE right now. Chocolate peanut butter crunch and peanut chocolate caramel. If you try anything from MACROMIKE, these bars, 15 grams of protein per bar, they're vegan, and if you're a fan of dark chocolate, you'll like these. Highly recommend. A bunch of other snacks. Clean cookie in maple chocolate chip. That's my favorite flavor of the clean cookie. These microwaved. One of the OG MACROMIKE protein bars. Banana peanut butter crunch flavor. The last thing in this haul is the new limited edition peanut butter toffee vanilla ice cream plant protein. So this is a limited edition flavor, and you can't buy it. You only get it as a gift. $2 from every order this month will be donated to go towards LGBTQI. You also get this if you spend a certain amount. So I usually pack myself lunch at the library, but I didn't today. So come back home to have a late lunch, and then I'm gonna continue studying from home for the Arvo. I did some Arvo. Slay. Oh wow, this lighting's fucked. This lighting is so bad. I forgot to do an outro. I'm about to head out, but I'm gonna end this vlog here. Oh, this lighting's cool. I think that's even worse. Oh, that's better lighting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week in the life vlog. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel and follow my Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one.